She replies late, seems cold, acts like you're just a friend, but then out of nowhere, she compliments you, or suddenly likes an old photo. Maybe she stares at you just a little too long, before looking away like nothing happened. Sound familiar? It's the classic mixed signals scenario. And if you're stuck trying to decode what it actually means, you're not alone. A lot of guys assume distance means disinterest, but sometimes she's not pushing you away. She's pulling back because she likes you more than she wants to admit. Let's break down 10 psychological signs she's into you, even when she's acting like she's not. 1. The confusing combo of cold words and warm reactions. Ever had a girl tell you you're like a brother, and then act jealous when you're talking to another woman? This contradiction is often the result of cognitive dissonance. She's trying to convince herself she doesn't like you, but her emotional brain hasn't caught up with that narrative. She might say she's not interested, but watch her actions when someone else grabs your attention. Those reactions speak louder than her words. She's not being manipulative, she's conflicted. And sometimes, that inner tension leaks out through little emotional giveaways. 2. Closeness, then sudden distance. You have an amazing conversation one day. She opens up, you laugh, there's a real spark. And then, the next day, she's cold, withdrawn. It feels like she hit a wall. This hot and cold pattern is often a sign that she felt vulnerable, and now her mind is trying to retreat into safety. It's a classic emotional defense, especially in people with avoidant tendencies. The more she felt in that moment, the more she might need to detach temporarily to process or protect herself. So no, that wasn't just small talk. It meant something. That sudden distance might be fear in disguise. 3. Out-of-the-blue texts or likes. Let's say you haven't spoken in days, maybe even weeks, and suddenly she sends you a meme, or she randomly likes an old photo from 3 months ago. These random actions are rarely random. They're subtle signs her mind is still paying attention to you, a psychological phenomenon known as selective attention. When someone's subconsciously focused on you, they'll keep finding little excuses to reconnect, even if it's just digital breadcrumbs. She may not be ready to say she misses you, but she's thinking about you enough to reach out in those small, quiet ways. 4. Over-explaining herself. Ever noticed how she gets oddly defensive when you ask something casual? Like, you ask why she didn't reply, and she launches into a long story filled with details she didn't need to share? That's not just her being talkative. It's impression management. It means your opinion of her matters. She wants to stay in your good graces, even if she's not fully engaging. People don't justify their behavior to those they don't care about, so if she's explaining herself more than necessary, it's probably because she doesn't want to lose your attention, even if she's pretending she's not interested. 5. The disappearing act that always ends with a return. She ghosts you for a few days, no messages, cold shoulder. Then she pops back in like nothing happened. "Hey you," she texts casually, as if she didn't just vanish. This is common in people caught in an anxious avoidance cycle, someone who wants connection but fears it at the same time. So when things start to feel too real, she backs off. But as soon as she feels your absence, she comes back. It's not always a conscious game. Often it's just emotional confusion she doesn't know how to express. If this happens more than once, it's not a coincidence. It's a pattern worth paying attention to. 6. Copying your style without realizing it. Maybe she starts using the same phrases you use, or her texting rhythm starts to match yours. Maybe she even picks up on your laugh, or mirrors your posture when you're together. This is known as subconscious mirroring, and it's a strong psychological indicator of emotional connection. People mimic those they feel emotionally in sync with, often without realizing they're doing it. So if you catch her subtly picking up your energy, tone, or even habits, that's not random. It's a reflection of her emotional attunement to you. 7. She reacts strongly to other women around you. Let's say you mention another girl, casually. Suddenly, her tone changes. She becomes sarcastic, dismissive, or just shuts down. Maybe she doesn't say anything at all, but her vibe gets icy. That's not indifference. That's emotional reactivity. It's a strong cue that she sees you as someone she's emotionally invested in, even if she hasn't admitted it out loud. She might not say, "I like you," but when she shows discomfort around your interactions with other women, her feelings are showing themselves in real time. 8. She brings you up when you're not around. You're talking with mutual friends, and they say, "Oh yeah, she mentioned you the other day." Or maybe she randomly tells a group something you said, even if it wasn't anything major. That's a subtle giveaway. When someone keeps bringing you up in different conversations, it means you're taking up mental real estate. Psychologically, we tend to mention the people who are most present in our thoughts, whether we realize it or not. Even if she's trying to play it cool around you, the fact that you slip into her stories shows she's thinking about you more than she lets on. 9. She's physically close, but emotionally guarded. She sits near you, walks beside you, always seems to find her way into your space, but when your arms brush or you touch her shoulder, she pulls back. That closeness without contact is its own kind of signal. She's drawn to your energy. She wants to be near you, but physical touch might feel too revealing, too intimate, too fast. So she hangs close, but keeps that emotional shield up. It's not rejection. It's restraint. 10th, her energy changes around you. Even when she's trying to keep things friendly, something in her vibe shifts when you're around. Her tone gets softer, or her laughter is a little more open. Maybe she's more animated, or she just seems a bit off her baseline. These micro shifts, in voice, posture, or energy, are what psychologists call emotional leakage. You can only suppress feelings for so long before they start leaking out, especially in high-stress social situations. So even if she's trying to keep a lid on it, chances are you're affecting her more than she wants to admit. So here's the deal. If you've picked up on 3, 4, or even more of these behaviors, you're not crazy. You're not overanalyzing. Sometimes a woman really is into you, but fear, timing, or uncertainty is making her pull back. The signs are there. You just have to know how to read them. Now here's the part most guys miss. Don't chase her confusion. Stay grounded, confident. Let her come closer without pressure. And she'll feel safer dropping the act.